Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day. A federal judge has rejected Governor Kristi Noem's appeal seeking to overturn the U.S. Park Service's decision to deny fireworks at Mount Rushmore. Last year, Noem sought to host a 4th of July fireworks display at the Shrine of Democracy, but the National Park Service rejected the request, citing safety concerns as well as opposition from Native Americans.
South Dakota appealed both the Park Service's decision and the constitutionality of the permitting process. But yesterday's 8-page decision denying the appeal says nobody has a right to shoot off fireworks on someone else's land, whether it be a neighbor, an area business, or, as is the case here, a national park.
South Dakota's first non-reservation medical marijuana dispensary opened for business yesterday. A line of customers waited to get in as Unity Road opened its doors. The business is located in Hartford, and it's South Dakota's first state-licensed medical cannabis dispensary. Unity Road had cannabis flower and pre-rolled joints for sale. The owners say more products will be added in the weeks to come.
A former Sanford Health neurosurgeon who was embroiled in a scandal over his own medical devices was reprimanded this month by the South Dakota State Medical Board. KELOLAND Investigates has learned that Dr. Wilson Asfora was the subject of disciplinary action by the South Dakota Board of Medical and Osteopathic Examiners. According to the reprimand, Asfora was denied a medical license renewal in the state of Florida because he has been excluded from all federal health care programs. Dr. Asfora didn't report that denial to the South Dakota Board as required by law. A 2016 civil lawsuit claimed that both Sanford Health and Dr. Asfora were profiting from an illegal kickback scheme involving unnecessary surgeries to implant medical devices sold by Dr. Asfora's own company. You can read more about that case and the $20 million settlement paid out by Sanford on this story at KELOLAND.com. A Sioux Falls man is headed to prison for sex trafficking a teenage girl. In federal court, a judge sentenced Robert Stefani to more than 10 years in prison. A second charge was dropped as part of a plea deal in March. He also pled guilty to a state rape charge earlier this year. His sentence in that case was suspended due to the federal case. Let's get a check of our weather now with meteorologist Scott Bunt, and going to be a pleasant day out there today, Scott.
That it is. We'll have sunshine. We'll have temperatures probably in the 70s and 80s for afternoon highs. And those numbers will continue to go up as we do go through this coming weekend. We'll also watch those dew point temperatures go up. Right now we have numbers that are in the 40s and 50s. You know, cool start to the morning, and I think it will remain cool as we go through the day. Light winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Forecast for today showing temperatures in the 70s and 80s, but I mentioned the heat and humidity will return over the next several days. By the time we get into Sunday, that heat index may return to the triple digits. More details on your forecast with Brian coming up.
Thank you, Scott. The president of the Ogallala Sioux Tribe has issued a state of emergency for drought and fire conditions on the Pine Ridge Reservation. This puts an outdoor burn ban in effect until drought conditions ease across the reservation. In a release from OST Emergency Management, Kevin Killer says the burn ban does not affect cultural or traditional campfires. However, requests for those campfires must be cleared through the Bureau of Indian Affairs burn permit process.
You can now see and participate in a live immersive theater performance from anywhere in the world via virtual reality. Braden Roy has always had a passion for film and video game production. In 2020, he co-founded the business Ferryman Collective, which combines both of these interests to bring people around the world live immersive performances through virtual reality headsets. These types of performances used to only be available in large cities.
Which is something that I find very exciting about the work that we're doing, is because for the first time, anyone in the world can access it. It's no longer demographically or geographically limited.
In just 2 years, the business has grown to be internationally recognized, receiving awards alongside big names like Sony and Disney. A 19-year-old Mitchell teen has completed a grueling 100-mile horse race in Northern California. Earlier this month, Emma Christopherson competed in the Western States Trail Ride. From start to finish, the route has a difference in elevation of more than 5,000 feet. And all 100 miles must be completed in 24 hours, which means much of the ride is done in the dark. Christopherson finished 40th out of all riders. Digital reporter Jacob Newton talks with Christopherson about the amazing accomplishment. That's in a KELOLAND.com original on our website. Let's look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, nice to see some rain showers last night, about 0.2 of an inch at the airport in Sioux Falls. Some parts of town, actually about 0.3 of an inch of rain. Even Mitchell ended up with about a little over a 1/4 inch yesterday. A few showers in the afternoon and then a few more last evening. So again, any rain we can get going into this hot weather pattern is absolutely welcome, because we're going to go through that moisture awfully quickly in the next week in particular. Today, not so bad. We're still in the 70s, so that's good. It keeps the evaporation rates a little lower as a result of that. Not too windy either. Tonight, mainly dry conditions. We're going to see another low in the 50s for many of us, which is pretty comfortable. You can open up the windows on that one. Tomorrow, back in the upper 70s and low 80s east, a little warmer in western South Dakota. Now, while we've been cooler, nice to see that in the midsection of the country. Things are changing. We'll start to heat up starting this weekend. We'll see a few notches up on the humidity, especially on Sunday. I would say the biggest part of that heat wave, though, probably arriving Tuesday into Wednesday of next week. And then that hot weather is going to camp out and stick around, and it's going to be kind of a long stretch of hot weather. So be prepared for that. That's why we emphasize today being 78. It's kind of nice to take advantage of these first couple days of the forecast to do some outdoor things. If you've got an agenda of a project or two, try to move that up, because next week, if you're going to do that outdoor weather, you're going to have to be all prepared for these excessive heat headlines. They're going to be pretty common. I expect by Tuesday and beyond, we could finish several days of that kind of weather. And when we're talking about highs, mid-90s, that's where we're at in Aberdeen. Probably Pierre, a little drier heat, so it's 100 degrees or higher, most likely by Tuesday and Wednesday, and even into western South Dakota. Very hot. Maybe this chance of rain on Saturday, but other than that, it looks like most of the days are drier in this extended forecast. More details with the weather online at KELOLAND.com.